Here's what every timeshare owner should do to cancel their contract. Most owners don't know the right questions to ask to determine what the best method is to cancel their timeshare contract. They waste time and money by upgrading to try to solve their timeshare problem or rely on false advertising and marketing gimmicks for resale and exits. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact 5-step blueprint former timeshare owners use to cancel their timeshare contract. One of these steps is an option many owners don't discover until they've already wasted years and thousands of dollars pursuing dead ends. Before we get into the blueprint, let me explain why we've spent years studying what works and what doesn't when owners try to exit their timeshare. Vacation Ownership Consultants has had the opportunity to speak with thousands of timeshare owners facing many of the same challenges you may be dealing with today. For more than a decade, we've been helping timeshare owners explore options for exiting unwanted timeshare obligations. During that time, we reviewed thousands of owner inquiries involving virtually every timeshare brand and vacation ownership product. Our team has also been interviewed by the Better Business Bureau on their Joe Knows Better podcast, discussing timeshare resale scams and common pitfalls owners encounter when trying to exit a timeshare. We were also featured on ABC 15 Sonora Living discussing how timeshare owners can evaluate legitimate options for getting out of a timeshare. Now, before we begin, every owner's situation is different. Your options may depend on your developer, the type of ownership you purchased, your contract terms, your personal circumstances, and your experience during the sales ownership process. The information in this video is based on real experiences of former timeshare owners and is intended for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal advice. Today, we're going to cover the 5-step blueprint many former owners follow to get out of their timeshare. And here's the reality. Many owners spend years chasing solutions that never lead anywhere. They try selling, they try working directly with the developer, they pay upfront listing companies, they bounce from one option to the next, hoping something will finally work. Owners who want the fast track usually skip all of that and jump straight to step 5. But before you do that, let's walk through the entire blueprint so that you understand every option that may be available to you. Let's start with the first thing every owner should check before doing anything else. Step 1 is determining whether you're still within the rescission period. This is a do-it-yourself option that can be the most cost-effective way to get out of a timeshare. Your timeshare contract should contain a rescission clause that gives buyers a limited window to cancel the contract after purchase. The number of days varies, but should be stated in your contract. Now, here's where many owners unknowingly lose their cancellation rights. The contract typically requires owners to follow very specific cancellation instructions. That often means setting a written cancellation notice by certified mail to a specific address listed in the contract. Not an email, not a phone call, not a conversation with the salesperson, and not a promise that someone else will handle it for you. Former owners frequently tell us they informed the sales staff that they wanted to cancel and believed the request was being handled, only to discover later they never followed the written cancellation procedure required by the contract. Once that rescission period expires, those cancellation rights are usually gone. So before you do anything else, pull out your contract and verify whether you're still within that window. Because if you are, this could be the easiest path available. But what if that window has already closed? Let's move to step 2. If you recently purchased or upgraded a timeshare and believe significant sales misrepresentations occurred, your next step may be reviewing the arbitration provisions in your contract. Many owners don't realize that most timeshare agreements contain arbitration clauses. That could mean if a dispute arises, the contract may require arbitration instead of traditional litigation. The contract will usually identify the governing jurisdiction and arbitration requirements. If you're considering this route, it's important to consult with an attorney licensed in the appropriate jurisdiction to understand potential benefits, costs, risks, and limitations. And this is where many owners become surprised. Arbitration can involve additional expenses and time. It also does not guarantee a contract cancellation outcome. But depending on the facts and circumstances, it may be an avenue worth exploring. Now, before we get into the most common do-it-yourself option owners try, let me ask you something. Have you ever tried contacting your timeshare company for help? Comment below and share your experience. Were they helpful? Did they try to upgrade you into another contract? Or did you feel like you were just getting transferred from department to department? We'd love to hear your story. Before exploring outside solutions, many former owners first contacted the timeshare company directly. Ask owner services whether they have a deed-back program, a surrender program, an exit program, any hardship-based options. Some developers do offer internal solutions for qualifying owners. However, many owners we've spoken with describe the process being very difficult to navigate. Some report receiving limited information. Others say they struggle to determine if they were even eligible. And some were simply told, continue paying and check back later. In other situations, owners report being referred to a resale company instead of being offered a direct exit solution. That doesn't mean you shouldn't explore this option. It simply means you should understand that outcomes can vary significantly. But what happens if the developer does not offer a solution? That's where many owners move to step 4. This may be the most misunderstood part of timeshare ownership. Many owners simply assume they can just sell their timeshare. Unfortunately, the reality is often very different. Before paying anyone to market or advertise your ownership, research the actual resale market for your specific product. You may discover something surprising. Many timeshares hold little to no resale value. In fact, many are listed online for as little as $1 and still receive no buyer interest. That's why owners should be extremely cautious with dealing with companies asking for thousands of dollars upfront to list their timeshare. Most of those agreements are advertising contracts, not guarantees to sell. Former owners have reported paying substantial upfront fees only to receive no offers and no successful sale. A licensed resale broker that earns compensation after a successful transaction may provide more realistic assessment of market value. And if qualified resale professionals are not willing to accept the listing, that may tell you something important about the demand for that ownership. There is none. Many owners spend years trying to sell a timeshare that simply has no resale market. And that's exactly why so many end up at step 5. If rescission is no longer available, if arbitration is not the right fit, if the developer does not offer a workable solution, and if resale is not realistic, many owners choose to work with an experienced timeshare exit company. The key is understanding that no single exit strategy works for everyone. A retired couple on a fixed income may have different options than a family dealing with a recent purchase, a hardship situation, or concerns about inheritance. That's why experienced timeshare exit companies typically require you to fill out an eligibility form to determine various exit pathways. The goal is to identify a strategy tailored to the owner's specific situation rather than relying on a one-size-fits-all approach. The most important takeaway from today's video is there is no universal timeshare exit solution, but there is a reliable process, and former owners who successfully achieved exits often started following the same blueprint we've covered today. If you found the information in this video helpful, you'll want to watch the next video where Vacation Ownership Consultants is interviewed by the Better Business Bureau on Joe Knows Better podcast. In that interview, we discuss timeshare resale scams, common exit myths, and what owners should know before spending money on a timeshare exit solution. Click on the video screen now to continue learning about your options. And if you would like to discuss your situation, complete the eligibility form in the description below for an assessment and a no-cost consultation. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to see more videos like this.